Good afternoon everybody, it's Hugh from Berthon. Welcome to an incredibly sunny September in Dartmouth. We are here having a look at one of these today. So this is Supermarine Spearfish 32001. Let's go and have a look around her. She is an absolute beauty. So I sold this boat originally. She was built at the North Shore Yard by Supermarine Motor Yachts, and she is hull 1. She has a hull that is based on the Alan V. Bernard Spearfish 30. It's been slightly changed, but as you can see, has got exactly the same angles here, spray rails, etc. as the original Spearfish. The original Spearfish was running on a pair of 6-pot Ford Sabres and was a sort of a 30-32 knot boat. This has got twin 370 horsepower Mercury TDI diesels in it, and I think we got 48 knots out of her, but with the most phenomenal handling. So let's go have a look on board. So she's really is a completely classic shape with a real super duper modern twist on her. So the decks are all lined in this lovely sea deck type stuff in grey, white hull with a red cavity line named Spearfish 32. Got wraparound screen running right the way around, and her owner has put really sensible rails system around the radar arch and the bimini, and also has put this forward cage on, and it's done really nicely and makes a really super safe boat to move around. So we got waste filler, diesel filler here, pop-up cleats right the way around the boat in the most beautiful powder coated black. We've got some nice kind of autumn sunshine here. Supermarine stenciled there, and then you've got these beautiful kind of Spitfire-esque fake exhaust vents here. Again, pop-up cleats aft with this really handy boarding staff, which can be located either to starboard or to port. There's also a pull-out shower there, and one of the other major differences was this boat is so easy to get on. It's a real simple step on to this big bathing platform. And then we've got 2 sun lounges, so the engines are underneath here, which is on a powered hatch. Engine hatch, it's just on a button there. I'll just activate that in a moment. We'll just have a real quick walk around her. So grab hold of this, straight out onto the side decks. Fenders have these nice little retaining pop cleats. Really easy to move around, little winglets, just like the old Phantom on here. Moving around the boat is so much easier than originally. Really nice wraparound screen. You can go up to the bow locker. There are opening port lights in the hatches here, forward and aft, and then there's a little locker here for odds and ends, and then you've got your main windlass with a nice ultramarine just there. So that just goes straight through the stem. Look at that stainless steel chain. The boat was unbelievably complicated to build and unbelievably expensive to mould, tool up and all the rest of it. There you go, absolute thing of beauty. As I said, she'll run for sort of high 40s, but into the most phenomenal weather. She's got a set of 3 shock seats here, carbon effect dash. We'll go and have a look at the business side of things here. She's got a really nice bimini in place at the moment, which is that. There we go, with Lopo lights, and then she's got a really well fitting cover that acts as a tonneau, goes right over all of this. Has a really tight fit around the arch, etc. This seat here is like a boarding step when it's like that, and then flicks up when you want it to fill that in. Really neat. Engine bay hatch is there, have a look at there in a tick. Enormous locker underneath the floor, sink underneath here with tap, storage locker, fold out table, another locker underneath here. So the table just comes out like so, and locates like that. So that's really neat. And then you've got your lithium batteries are in a locker behind here. Holding tank is behind here. A massive locker space underneath here. She's got a lovely stereo system firing off those. Shore power comes in here. Just a fantastic piece of kit. So let's have a quick look in this engine bay. So you've got two little lights down here. Mega piece of kit. So a pair of Merc TDI diesels, rated at 370 each, V8. Look at that. That is why she was an incredibly expensive boat to build. If you have a look at the complexity of all this stuff, it is just beautifully done. Look at that. And you've got these strip lights underneath the engine bay. It's just wonderful. Yeah, it's a really complicated but really powerful boat. Goes really well. And you've got a little button there, and those are really powerful but peppy little engines. 3 of these boats were built. She has a sister ship which I think is up in Scandinavia. These engines had the best power to weight ratio of the lot, and are incredibly quiet underway. So they have the radar arch. Then down below she is super sexy as well. So we'll leave the dash for a second. Just have a look down here. So you can change all the lighting, but you've got a really top of the range Miele coffee machine. Beautiful sink here. Got Miele oven. Look at the detail on this. It's absolutely stonking. An induction hob here with a little fridge underneath. Beautiful table. This makes into a double berth. She's done, I think she's done a total of about 84 hours now, maybe 85. It's just beautifully done. The leather here, don't know if you can see, but it is diamond there. I think it's called phenoli leather. It's just immaculate, beautifully patterned. TV up there. We've got these overhead lights which you can either have, as they are at the moment, blind, with blinds around the side. Stereo here, lockers there, and the infill for this table here stores behind those cushions. This does all of your internal lighting. You can also look at the C-zone system which controls the telemetry inside the boat. Got lights underneath the floor here. It's really neat. Really nice switches, and again beautifully milled handles. A little bit of storage underneath here. That's your shower outflow. Heads compartment in here. Small but perfectly formed. Little shower head there. That is a shower grate. Just super understated, but an epic boat to drive. Really good fun. These you can have them with the squabs out, or you can have them just as as they are, and you have this phenomenal helm. So we've got skyhook here, which will hold the boat in position. You've got main Mercury Smartcraft and throttles here. She's also got a kill cord that can be put on here, and this is a remote control for the bow thruster. So you've got remote control there, and then you've got the main bow thruster there. EPIRB is located underneath here, as well as your Smartcraft diagnostic port, and then you have more charging ports here. Steering wheel is adjustable. She's got zip wake automatic trim. This is your ignitions here. This is your on and off button for the whole circuit. We can go through everything on here, so we can go through cruise control, we can go through vessel control, we can look at autopilot. You can control the C-zone stuff, so you've got all of your engine lights, etc. on here, and then you can go through different screens in terms of coolant, pressures, etc. And this one again is interchangeable, but at the moment we've got it set up on nav here. Windlass, so she's got a lock on that, and then up and down controls for the bow windlass. This is your remote for these two screens here for the Simrad, and this is your bilge pump. So it's an unbelievably nice dash. As you can see, it's tight. You really feel part of the machine, and the this coaming is super tactile, but it's unbelievably perfect in terms of height, etc. Got a nice Plasmo compass there, and over here on the port side, your navigator or your third has exactly the same seat. Nice little cubby here. Wireless charging for phone, etc. in there. Cup holder, nice little stand bar there. Again, loads of stereo bits and bobs. And then we've got VHF and comms underneath here with another ROX charging socket. So this, for my money, is about the greatest boat you can buy at the moment. She is classic, beautifully built, feels really expensive, looks amazing. But the performance is just out of this world, so you'll never have problems making small talk in the marina. This is Supermarine Spearfish 32001, and she's available on brokerage with Berthon now. Many thanks for watching.